as a reference, what is the difference between Plan A and Plan B?
So there's Part A and there's Part B. Yeah. So that's the Part A and Part B are the two original parts of Medicare. So when Medicare was first, thought up, I should know that year. I don't really, but A and B were the first two parts that were, I guess, invented. And Part A is your hospital insurance. So Part A is premium free for most people who have worked and paid into the system over the years. So when you get your check stub and you see, Medicare taxes on there, that's gonna get you a premium free Part A when you're ready to take it. So, it makes sense for a lot of people to get Part A even if you're not gonna retire yet, and you wanna keep your work insurance. The only time it wouldn't make sense is if you're contributing to an HSA, you should probably not take Part A. But that's hospital insurance, and then Part B is your medical insurance. So that's the part that you don't wanna take until you're ready to retire, or if you wanna go ahead and just take Medicare instead of your employer.
So who qualifies for Medicare? Is it an age limit? Like, what's the qualification process look like?
Yeah, so most people that are on Medicare are, aging into that 65 and over. So you can get on Medicare. Well, yeah, you'll get your Medicare number usually 3 months before you turn 65 if you sign up for it. Um, so it's mostly 65 and up, but there are people that are under 65 disabled that can also get Medicare. So it's usually by the 25th month of your disability that you'll get auto enrolled into Medicare.
I see. That makes sense. Okay. Well, do you have anything? I mean, I know it's open enrollment period, so you're probably swamped right now. But do you have anything else coming up in the future? Keeping in mind this would probably be posted like around February, March.
Okay. Yeah, so February would be good because there's still an open enrollment period from January 1st to March 31st, which would allow people to make one change. If they're an Advantage plan, you can make one change to your Advantage plan during that time. So even if you feel like, oh my gosh, I didn't know, I didn't catch this episode during the enrollment period, you can still make one change to your Advantage plan in that time frame.
Nice. That's awesome. All right. Well, so we did promise folks if they stuck around to the end, we would tell them about a drug deductible that they may not know about. So, could you give us a little bit more information on that?
Yes, yes. So, when this episode airs, it's going to be the new year, and you might have been shocked when you went to the pharmacy to notice that, oh my goodness, last year I didn't have this big chunk of money due, but now I do. Most of these plans have now moved to a model where they charge a deductible at the beginning of the year. So if you are on a more expensive medication, a lot of people are on Eliquis. A lot of these GLP-1s are oftentimes, well, not covered if they're covered for diabetics. But yeah, so if you fill any of those in January, you might be shocked to have to pay a huge deductible. So on most plans, it's around $615. So one thing to remember is that's not a monthly charge, that's your deductible and your copay for your medication. But if that was never, if you weren't aware of that or, nobody ever told you about that, then it's important to review that.